You know that feeling, right? If you're over 60, that sense of having heavy, weak legs can be a real daily battle. But what if I told you the answer wasn't just in the gym, but hiding in your kitchen? Okay, let's dive into a really simple science-backed way to use food to help you get that leg strength back, sometimes in as little as 12 hours.
Does this hit close to home? You wake up, swing your legs out of bed, and they just feel like lead weights. Stiff, heavy, making it a real challenge to just stand steadily, let alone think about tackling a flight of stairs. It's such a frustrating way to start the day, and I want you to know you are absolutely not alone in feeling this.
Now here's the crazy part. Even though this feeling is so incredibly common, the source material we're looking at suggests that a staggering 99% of people going through it don't actually know the real reason why it's happening. And the best news? It's probably not what you think, and it's something you have total power to change. So let's really dig into this first. Let's talk about the morning struggle. We need to stop thinking of this as just an inevitable part of getting older. Instead, let's frame it as what it is. A specific problem with specific signs that we can actually fix. Just take a look at these signs for a second. Ring any bells? That little wobble when you first stand up? Dreading the stairs? That constant, heavy, dragging feeling in your legs? Or maybe you just get tired way faster on your walks than you used to. Recognizing these isn't about feeling bad. It's about pinpointing exactly what we're about to go to work on. And that, right there, brings us to the exciting part, the solution. We're calling this the 12-hour food fix. And I know, it sounds a little too good to be true, doesn't it? But the science we're about to unpack shows that some very specific foods can get to the root of the problem and start working, well, incredibly fast. So here's the big idea. Researchers have identified 8 particular foods. Now, these aren't just your run-of-the-mill healthy foods. No, they've been chosen for a very specific reason. They directly target the real culprits behind weak legs, things like poor circulation, inflammation, and the breakdown of muscle fibers. All right, it is time to meet the stars of our show, the 8 power foods for your legs. In this section, we're going to break down exactly what they are, the science behind why they work so well, and how you can put them to use. First up on our list are the circulation boosters, beets and spinach. These two share a powerful secret weapon, something called nitrates. Now, what's amazing is your body takes these nitrates and converts them into nitric oxide. Think of nitric oxide as a traffic controller for your blood vessels. It tells them to relax and open up. It's like turning a tiny country lane into a 6-lane superhighway, allowing so much more oxygen and nutrients to flow down to your legs. And if you need proof, check this out. One study found that seniors who drank beet juice actually saw a 19% increase in their walking speed. That's not a small change. That's a huge, real-world difference you can actually feel, all from a simple glass of juice. Okay, next up, we need to talk about inflammation. It's that sneaky, hidden cause of so much of the stiffness and soreness we feel. And to fight it, we have 2 incredible champions, tart cherry juice and salmon. And the evidence for this is just fantastic. A study in a top sports medicine journal found that older adults drinking tart cherry juice said they had 23% less muscle pain. Why? Because it's absolutely packed with these things called anthocyanins, which are like little firefighters that put out the flames of soreness in your muscles. And then you've got salmon. Salmon is a true powerhouse. First, it's loaded with omega-3s that tackle inflammation right at the source. Second, it gives you that high-quality protein your body needs to literally repair and rebuild muscle fibers. And finally, it's a great source of vitamin D, which is absolutely essential for your muscles to work properly. All right, on to our final and, you could argue, most important category, the builders and repairers. These are the foods that hand your body the actual raw materials, the bricks and mortar it needs to build stronger, more resilient legs. So to really get this, we need to understand a term called complete protein. All that means is that a food has all 9 of the essential amino acids, the ones your body can't make on its own. They're non-negotiable for muscle repair. And quinoa is amazing because it's one of the few plant-based foods that has the whole set. So if quinoa gives you the complete toolkit, think of lentils as having their own special superpower. They're packed with an amino acid called leucine, which acts like a light switch that tells your body, okay, time to start building muscle. Plus, both of these give you slow-burning energy, so you don't get those energy crashes that make your legs feel weak. Next, we have to talk about a mineral that is a total game changer, magnesium. It's what allows your muscles to do their 2 most basic jobs, contract and relax. Simple as that. If you're low on it, that's when cramps, fatigue, and weakness can creep in. And one of the best places to get it? You guessed it, pumpkin seeds. And now for the grand finale, bone broth. Just look at that number. Research mentioned in the source material pointed to a 36% increase in strength and flexibility in just 1 week. That is astonishing. It's because bone broth is loaded with collagen and glycine, the very stuff your joints and connective tissues are made of.
Okay, let's put it all together right here. This is your ultimate leg strength cheat sheet. You've got beets and spinach for circulation, tart cherry juice and salmon to fight inflammation, quinoa and lentils to build muscle, pumpkin seeds for proper muscle function, and bone broth for deep repair and recovery. You see, it's a complete system to get your legs feeling strong again. Now, knowing all this is great, but putting it into practice is where the magic really happens. So let's take all this knowledge and turn it into a super simple, powerful morning routine that you can start, well, tomorrow morning. Here are 5 easy strategies. First, try starting your day with either beet juice or tart cherry juice on an empty stomach. This just helps your body absorb all that goodness super fast. Or, here's a great one. After a morning walk, have a warm cup of bone broth. It's perfect for kickstarting recovery. You could also just wilt some spinach into your morning eggs to boost that blood flow, or sprinkle some soaked pumpkin seeds on your oatmeal to help prevent cramps. See? Small changes, big results. So, as we wrap this up, let's bring it all home and focus on the single most important thing here. It's all about taking that very first simple step toward getting your strength and your confidence back.
And this is the thought I really want to leave you with. That feeling of weakness in your legs isn't just some unavoidable part of aging. No way. More often than not, it's a very specific issue with nutrition or circulation or recovery. And the best part about that? Those are all things you can fix.
Which brings us to the most important question of all. Forget about trying to do everything at once. That's overwhelming. Just look at this list. Which one of these foods sounds good to you? Which one are you excited to try first? Just pick one. That single choice is how real, lasting change begins. And let's end on this final thought. Getting older is a fact of life, for sure. But getting weaker? That does not have to be part of the deal. By making these small, smart choices about the food you eat, you can give your body what it needs to feel stronger every single morning. The choice truly is yours.